Steven and I were really into like Title Fight and like can't remember what we liked back then, but I guess now it's just kind of we all listen to whatever we like and then just play whatever feels right, and I don't know, jam stuff, and if it feels good then we do it. But we took the first like recordings that we had down because I don't know, one, they were recorded very poorly because it was when I was first like trying to figure out how to record stuff, and I guess now that's a hobby of mine. I like to do it a lot, but yeah, it's just the recording quality was really bad and the song quality was subpar. But since then, I was very hasty because we just kind of wanted to get going, and now it's like a lot more thought is put into it.
What we listened to had an effect a little bit on what we sounded like, because it wasn't more stuff from like our childhood. It was more stuff from like when we like wanted to make the band.
We were very like similar to Title Fight kind of when we first started playing. We kind of like tried to do that sort of thing, but then we like after like our first like little EP, which has since been taken down, we're kind of I think more like I'd say like a little bit more ourselves. Like,
yeah, like we have like we're developing more of our own sound now than like trying to replicate stuff, because we don't really have like an idea of what we want to do, but we're getting more on an idea now of like what we want to sound like as a band. But there's definitely still like influences from like different artists we like, but it's not like a very like distinct like, oh, it's like this artist that it sounds like.
Yeah, at least for me, like the music that I listen to, it's like it dictates the way I play music or whatever kind of, but I don't know, it doesn't affect like our sound, like I'm just the drummer, so it's how I play, I guess.
My writing process is kind of like start off with just kind of like writing a skeleton of like a song and then bring it to like Steven and Austin, and then we kind of like color it in together. So it's like I write a coloring book. I don't know if coloring books are written or if they're drawn. I draw a coloring book, and then Steven and Austin are my beautiful children, and I bring home the coloring book and they draw it, and I'm like.
And sometimes we go outside the
right.
lines too.
Yeah.
Create a little more structure to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Try to replace all of our dreams. You're going gets boring, so you get going. I need you more than you need me.
played?
We played 7th Street and the Triple Rock. And I think that's it for venues that we played in.
And then the Garage,
The
I
Garage, yeah. But that's like
That's
the
kind of
suburbs
more
it.
like a all ages thing too.
But I mean
so-
that's a really cool
Yeah.
like all ages spot, and I feel like a lot of people kind of don't realize that, and they're just like, oh well, it's like the Garage, but it's just like I don't know. I've been going there since like 9th grade, and I'm like a sophomore in college now, and it's like it continues to like blow my mind that people like continue to like support that place, and it's just like
It's a great place.
yeah, it's like if that wasn't there, there'd be so many bands that like
Couldn't start because I mean it's like
yeah.
when you're a kid, they're like there's really like when you're first like going out to music, and you're like I want to like start my own band. It's not many like clubs are gonna be like yeah come play it or like I don't know. So it's cool to have like a jumping point like that.
I
It's-
feel like with DIY, there's a lot of advantages because I feel like just like the way the music industry is, it's definitely helps having more of a community feel to things since then like you can connect with fans easier rather than having it where it's like not that way where it's kind of like a disconnect in a sense. But I mean there's definitely like disadvantages to it where it's like harder to like get into venues in that since it's
Spread
just
out more.
and like spread out more just because it's like with Minneapolis venues it's just kind of like really hard to get your foot in the door and it's like you kind of have to play a lot of the clubs to get into the clubs. So it's just like whenever you like hit up venues and it's just like, hey, like we want to like play a show or whatever and then they're like, oh well we're gonna like have to pass or whatever.
Or it's like it's mainly normally because we like to do everything all ages.
Yeah.
Because it's like when we were younger, it always like sucked like having bands that we really like come through, and then we couldn't go see them because it was 18
Like-
plus or 21 plus.
Yes.
And it's kind of like I don't know. We don't want to be like that where it's having it so not everyone who wants to come can come because I don't know. We were all kids once. But
Yeah.
that's I guess then the other thing is I've noticed when we play like DIY like venues or shows or whatever, like people are a lot more engaged. It's it feels like people are there kind of more for the music rather than like I guess some like I mean like with every like normal venue there's always like a bar aspect and like a like restaurant aspect or something, so it's kind of
Mhm.
like I don't know.
So it's
it
like-
feels like there's no food or drink at the DIY spot, so it's kind of people are there. They're
Just
there
for the
entirely
music.
for the music. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a cool like feeling having that kind of be the backbone of what we're doing.
Yeah.
The thing I like a lot is like you get to know people personally and everything too. Like you actually get to talk to them and be friends with them, and then it's like when you're playing, you see your friends out there, and that's always really fun. Like once you know them and stuff, it's not just random people, you know.
Right. Yeah. It's I feel like it's a lot more like consistent too when we play at like a house or something like that. It's always like a lot of like people who once were strangers, but like through seeing them at like the places so often, it's kind of now we're like I'd say that we're pretty close with a lot of the people who come out and see us.
Mhm.
Rest in peace, my love, my heart can't seem to be decided on anyone or anything anymore. It's sweet of you to try and think about me, but I hold my enemies close, and I am my own worst.
So new fans.
Title only.
Yeah, new fans can find our music on Tidal. If you're not willing to pay $20, Remo Drive isn't for you. But no, you can find our music not on Tidal. I don't even know how to sign up for that.
I think
so.
the title's too new, or none of our stuff would be on there yet.
Yeah, but you can find us on Bandcamp, Spotify, iTunes, or
Amazon MP3.
Yeah, Amazon MP3. I don't even know if we're on Pandora.
Pancheros.
Pandora we might be on there. I'm not sure. Google Play we're on. Google Earth you can find
Google
us.
Maps.
But yeah, so
Mainly Bandcamp.
Mainly
is the one.
Bandcamp.
yeah, Bandcamp is like
Because,
the main place to go.
Like, I don't know, we just like being able to like give away the digital stuff for free, at least for now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's
yeah,
definitely
or
like
Spotify, because that's another place where you can choose if you want to pay for us or not. Like,
yeah.
I feel like the other like vendors and stuff, it's like, I don't know, it's a strange system.
Yeah.
I like the more like pay what you want thing,
Yeah.
because that's how I find a lot of the music that I like. So.